There are people that will say, don't worry about the money. I'm not one of those people. I think that you should absolutely 100% worry about the money. Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Joy and over here we talk about dental school, getting into dental school, and whatever else I want to talk about. Today is going to be a short video because we are talking about how do you pick a dental school. Like, you've already gotten in, you have choices, or maybe you only have one choice. That's fine too. It doesn't matter. I'm proud of you. Congratulations. And now we have to sort through some things and figure out where we're gonna go. Okay, so we have 5 cardinal rules here. Rule number 1, the best school is the one that you get into. Now I'm going to say that again because a lot of people may be very confused here, but there's nothing to be confused about. The best dental school is the one that you get into, because I don't care if you have 10 million choices, you can only go to one. And also if you applied to 10 million schools and you only got into one, you can still only go to one school. So pick the one that you got into. It's the best school. Like, you're gonna get your DDS, your DMD. If they are handing out dental degrees at the end of your 4 years, 3 years, whatever it may be, that is the school that you need to be at. Here's the second cardinal rule. Getting in is the easiest part. And a lot of people won't tell you this because I don't know why not, but I will tell you, getting in is the easiest part. So all this stressing over which school you're gonna choose, which school you're gonna go to, that's all fun, but the work starts once you show up on the first date. It's not easy, and it's not easy. So get ready for that. Okay, the third rule. You need to kind of think about, how did your interview feel at this school? Because everything is virtual these days, it's a little bit harder. But how did the faculty interact with you? How did the faculty interact with your student interviewer? How was your student interviewer, you know? And during your interview, if you didn't already ask these questions, it's fine. You can always just go back and email your faculty or the student that interviewed you, but you need to ask them, like, how does the school administration deal with conflict? Deal with conflict between students? Like, how does the admin deal with criticism from students? You should also ask, like, how are they dealing with COVID? How are they dealing with diversity issues? Are they even addressing those things? Those are important factors to consider when you're looking at where you're going to be spending your next 4 years. And it's not just the next 4 years. This is a very grueling, intense time in life. So you want to be somewhere that supports you, is comfortable, and has the desire to make sure that you are succeeding. If you did not do your interview in person, I would try and take a visit, get a walkthrough, maybe talk to the student that interviewed you, see like, oh, I'm coming to this city, could you please give me a tour maybe, or just sit down and chat with me over the phone if a tour isn't really possible. Monday, just relax. The fourth rule is to think about where your support system is. I was in school in DC for undergrad at Howard. My family is all here in Texas. They're basically all in Houston. So I knew a long time ago that I wanted to be closer to my family for dental school because I knew it wasn't going to be easy and I knew I was going to need support. And would you look at that? I was right. There have been times when I was like, I'm about to drop out. And she'd be like, okay, just come home for the weekend. And I didn't have to, get on southwest.com and book a plane ticket or anything. All I had to do was hop in my car and drive 3 hours east, and I was home, and my parents reassured me. They were like, you can do this, you're fine. And I'm just super grateful for that, because phone calls are great, but they can only do so much, right? So yeah, think about where your support system is, and if you need to be in close proximity to your family, then you need to be in close proximity to your family. Pause if it's your first time here. Monday is encouraging everyone to hit that like button and also subscribe. And also, while you're at it, you can hit that little bell next to the subscribe button so that you get a notification every single time I post a video. Rule number 5 is very important, and I know there are going to be some people that say, that's not right, you can't do that. But here's the thing. Rule number 5 is this: do not ignore the money. Okay, there are people that tell you, oh, don't worry about the money, you'll handle that later. Those people that are telling you that, when you get that quarterly Fed loan update email, it doesn't go to them, it goes to you. Okay, so that don't worry about the money rhetoric, I don't buy it, and I don't tell people that, because you do need to worry about the money. This is your responsibility. And it may not feel like your responsibility right now because you're just, clicking, signing things online, and all of a sudden money pops up in your bank account. But if you graduate with $500,000 in student loans, that's nobody's responsibility except for yours. So if you can minimize that, you need to consider that when you're choosing a dental school. It's extremely important. Like, maybe you end up in school in Nebraska, but you're okay with that and everything is paid for. I think that's a pretty good deal. So I don't know. There are people that will say, don't worry about the money. I'm not one of those people. I think that you should absolutely 100% worry about the money. And that's it. Like, those are the rules. That's all I have to say. I'll give my story about how I chose my dental school. Like I said, I was in school at Howard. That's in Washington, D.C. on the East Coast. That's a 3-hour plane ride to my hometown of Houston. Hi, Monday. Hi, baby. Okay. I knew that I wasn't about to deal with the cold any more than I had to. And I also knew that going to Howard's dental school was going to be too expensive for me personally. Not that I couldn't do it. I could definitely take out the loans, but I wasn't really interested in, hundreds of thousands of dollars in student loans by the time I was done. In my other video, I kind of explained the scholarship that I got, but it's through the military. And that scholarship that I used was only eligible in the state of Texas. So at the time I applied, there were 3 Texas schools. I applied to all 3. I think it was like $50 or $75, something crazy, to apply to all 3 schools at once. I got an interview at one of the schools, that's San Antonio, and I also got accepted to San Antonio. So that was kind of a done deal for me. I also interviewed at Meharry. I really loved that school, but the money was not right. So I brought myself right on down to San Antonio. It's been a great situation for me. Are the academics difficult and the curriculum and all that challenging? Yes, but I know that's only going to make me a better clinician in the future. Would I do anything different? I mean, maybe if I'd gotten into school in Houston, I would have gone there, but also I know that being in Houston would be very distracting because all my friends and family are there. I'm very grateful I ended up here in San Antonio, and if I were to do it again, I'd probably still pick San Antonio. Those are the rules. That's how I picked my dental school, and it's worked out pretty well for me so far. If you have any questions, comments, leave them down below. I love to hear from y'all. Also, I make these videos out of the goodness of my heart for y'all because I believe that children are our future, just like Whitney Houston said. But if you would like to support me, you can go down to my Ko-fi page. It's Ko-fi, and you can do like a one-time donation or like a recurring subscription type of thing to just support me and making these videos. I really enjoy doing it for y'all, and that's it. Have a great day, y'all. Bye.